Yo, one of the best rappers around, and known as the good guy of the music industry, our guy Drake has recently been receiving anything but positive comments from other artists. First it was fighting with Chris Brown for the affection of Rihanna, then it was Pusha T revealing all about Drake's secret child, and now the never-ending drama with Kanye and Kim. In the blink of an eye, the good guy of the industry is not that good anymore, so stay with us to find out all about the secrets Drake is trying to hide from us. Born to an African-American Catholic father and a white Canadian Jewish woman, in 1986, Drake knew how it feels like to be different from everyone else around him from the very beginning. In one of his interviews, he mentioned that nobody understood how it was like to be black and Jewish, so he had no other choice but to be tough. One thing that helped him was that Drake knew what he wanted to do in life, so he dropped out of school and started acting at the age of 15 in the Canadian series Degrassi, The Next Generation. But acting was not the only career he was after. Drake was musically inspired by artists such as Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and Alia. His love for music helped him release his first mixtape in 2006 called Room for Improvement. It featured Trey songs, which sold over 6,000 copies. In 2008, he received a call from Lil Wayne that changed his life, and he joined the Carter 3 tour. From that point on, whatever he touched turned into gold and topped all the charts. By the age of 23, Drake promised himself to make $25 million by the time he was 25 by rapping, and he achieved it. In 2016, Drake broke Michael Jackson's record for the most AMA nominations, which was 11, and he received 13. He also won 13 awards at the 2017 Billboard Music Awards, breaking Adele's record. Now with all of this, there was also parts of his life that fans were curious to know more about. Drake allegedly started dating Rihanna in 2009, but knowing how Riri's old relationship went down, we all knew Chris Brown and Drake would eventually have a fight. And of course it happened. The fight that occurred between him and Drake became the talk of the town and made headlines. According to the report given by TMZ, both Brown and Drake had been hanging out in the VIP section when Drake began pointing and yelling at Brown. Brown began yelling back, and that's when members of both entourages rushed in and began shoving each other. With tensions running high, someone threw a bottle which set the whole thing off, and the shoving turned into punches. It was never clear whether Rihanna and Drake were actually in a relationship with one another, but they never admitted to it after all these years. Speaking of Drake's girls, he was also kind of obsessed with one of the stars who inspired him, Alia. We all knew about Drake's love for Alia, but in 2010, on the 9th anniversary of her death, he released a pen letter. He took it to another level. Drake poured out his heart, saying that, "Not only was I your biggest fan, but I was truly in love with you. I said to myself that even if we never met, I wanted a woman in my life just like you. I hope I make the right choices in life so I can end up in heaven, where I know the rest of your head. Dinner's on me." Yo, who are we kidding? That is like the sweetest pen letter ever. No wonder the ladies want a man like Drake. Considering how the female fans present Drake as boyfriend material, the way female fans reacted when they found out about his secret child was no surprise. In a world of music, beefing is something pretty normal, so when Pusha T released a diss track called The Story of Adidon, exposing Drake in it was not a big deal until people started listening to it and found out that he was rapping about Drake's secret child. The lyrics said, "Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run." Later, Drake released another song called Emotionless, confessing that he has a son, saying, "I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid." But y'all know what? All of this died down in a matter of a month or two. Kanye started yet another Twitter fight with the help of Kim, and even that died down because if there are a few people who are actually doing something good, Drake is actually one of them. Some parts of the video for God's Plan, the music video, he gave away $1 million to the ones in need, and just the other day, there were headlines about how he tipped 2 McDonald's employees $10,000. That right there is pure talent with a generous heart. What else do we need from this artist? Isn't it better not to pay attention to the ones who are trying to bring him down, but instead support one of our favorite artists? Let us know what you think about Drake and all the secrets, and become part of our dazzling family by subscribing to our channel.